This video will be on how to change distorted thinking by getting a perspective on things. Thoughts are not facts, but when we're upset, our thoughts seem valid. Yet that's exactly when our emotions get stirred up that our thinking can easily become distorted. And conclusions based on distorted thinking can't be trusted. Some examples of cognitive distortions are all or none thinking. This is seeing things in black and white categories. If things don't go perfectly, we feel like a total failure. A second one is overgeneralization, and that's seeing a single negative event as the end of the world, career, or relationship. A third is discounting the positive, rejecting good things by insisting that they don't count. It's discounting positive, that we actually take the joy out of life, making us feel inadequate and unrewarded by life. And a fourth is jumping to conclusions. You interpret things when there are no facts to support your conclusion. A fifth is magnification, and that's exaggerating the importance of some problems and shortcomings and minimizing the good qualities. So that's a few of the cognitive distortions that can lead to self-defeating thinking. And here are some things to consider when your thoughts get overwhelming and you find that you're using some of these cognitive distortions. And that is taking a different vantage point to give perspective on our thinking. Teachers of meditation often use the image of the sky to illustrate how thoughts, like clouds, will come, and they'll come in and out of our mind. Just like the sky is always there, even when dark, clouds momentarily obscure the sky. In another moment, the sky might be a brilliant blue with downy white clouds moving slowly or swiftly across its surface. We use these images to show that clouds come and go in different forms, patterns, textures, and subtle colors, just like our thoughts. But the mind and sky always remain. Sitting in meditation, we witness the changes of thought and feeling, but don't partake in them, just as the sky is unchanged by the clouds. One of the exercises used in mindfulness-based cognitive therapy is that of standing behind a waterfall. Standing behind the rushing water and watching it without getting swept away by the torrent gives us a ledge to stand on, just as meditation gives us the perspective to look at our thoughts. We don't have to believe everything we think, and we don't have to be deluged by ruminations arising from anxiety or depression. The Standing Behind the Waterfall meditation was developed by the creators of mindfulness-based cognitive therapy, and it's a sweet little exercise to practice to learn to get a different perspective on what you are feeling. And I have a link to one of the videos that I made for that here. But as you practice this, know that this kind of getting perspective and witnessing something, like standing beside your thought processes, the stream of thought that comes rushing sometimes and sometimes slow as a snail, all of that is a kind of practice that will vary from even day to day, but you can get a greater sense of ability to get that perspective if you do some kind of meditation like this that will help you for a few times, and then you can do this without the meditation, because you can take that step back and you can begin to have a better perspective that is probably more realistic than those distorted thoughts that you have. So practice it. Don't be discouraged if it doesn't happen every time. because it takes a long time to develop these skills. And if you do have a formal meditation practice, that will help, because you will sit with all those thoughts and you can watch them pass, just like the clouds pass on the sky. They'll pass through your mind, and then of course they'll be replaced by something else, but you get that sense of impermanence that way. And I will tell you that if you stick with this process, it will change the ability to minimize the distortions in the way that you think. So good luck with it, and I'll see you next time.